Hello everyone, my name is Wiktoria CZERNECKA and I'm a participant of 37th IBIMA conference, and I would like to present the results of the research on the topic of implementation of ergonomic interventions in the manufacturing companies in the era of COVID-19 pandemic from the point of view of members of ergonomic project teams. The research was undertaken due to the large impact of changes in the organization of functioning of enterprises during the COVID-19 pandemic on the implementation of ergonomic solutions. This is mainly due to the limitation of the possibility of direct contacts between employees, which is the basis of ergonomic analysis. In the conducted research, a questionnaire was used in which members of ergonomic teams answered questions about their activities during the pandemic and conducting ergonomic projects. The theoretical basis for undertaking this research was the assumptions of the macroergonomic approach used in manufacturing companies, which assumes shaping ergonomic workstations to achieve optimization of activities performed by employees and increasing productivity, integration of technological development of processes with adapting them to the capabilities of employees, implementation of innovative ergonomic solutions, ensuring their compatibility with the production processes, reduction of ailments experienced by employees, and building their awareness of the importance of safe and ergonomic working conditions. Ergonomic activities in a company are often implemented with the use of participatory ergonomics approach, which assumes the use of the knowledge and experience of the company's employees who participate in ergonomic analysis as experts in their fields. This ensures reliable recognition of the processes taking place at the workstation and makes employees familiar with ideas for the implementation of ergonomic measures at the earlier design stage. This approach can also be implemented by creating appropriately trained ergonomic teams whose tasks are, for example, recognizing the need to make ergonomic changes at workplaces, performing ergonomic analysis using appropriate methods, considering employees' notifications regarding non-ergonomic work organization. An important part of ergonomic analysis are interviews with employees, which provide data on the assessed workstation. At various stages of ongoing projects, and maybe information about key activities performed during work from the point of view of workload, the need for changes at the workplace, employees' comments on proposed ergonomic solutions, or conclusions from testing of proposed implementations. Employees may be interviewed by members of ergonomic teams. However, in the era of COVID-19 pandemic, such contact may be difficult and it may cause difficulties in collecting all relevant data. The study was conducted by means of a questionnaire among members of ergonomic project teams in 5 large Polish enterprises. A total of 32 respondents took part in the study. It was conducted in the following stages. First, a review of the literature related to carrying out ergonomic implementations in production companies. Then development of the questionnaire and verification of this tool by 3 experts. Next, filling in the questionnaire by 32 experts. Data analysis and identification of problematic issues related to the implementation of ergonomic interventions in the era of COVID-19 constraints. Then presentation of possible actions to be proposed in response to identified problems. And defining the limitations of research and directions of further research in this area. In the conducted research, experts answered questions related to implementation of economic interventions in the time of pandemic. 11 questions were asked and appropriate scales were indicated for them. You can see all the questions on this slide. Research results show that, according to the experts, the COVID-19 pandemic influenced the analysis and implementation of ergonomic interventions and manufacturing companies. It can be noted that ergonomic actions are limited by changes in the functioning of the enterprise, for example, work organization as well as internal processes, limited possibility of direct contact between the observer and the worker during observation as a part of ergonomic intervention, possible reluctance of employees to participate in ergonomic analysis, restrictions in the functioning of ergonomic teams, and financial restrictions related to the functioning of the enterprise. Conducting the research led to proposing actions that could be implemented in enterprises, of course, apart from adapting to the safety restrictions introduced during the COVID-19 pandemic. For example, establishing a schedule for conducting interviews for ergonomic analysis, familiarizing employees with this schedule, analyzing the impact of changes in the organization of production processes on the ergonomic quality of workstations, using remote work tools in ergonomic analysis, searching for alternative solutions, generating lower costs while maintaining the required ergonomic quality of workstations. Despite obtaining significant conclusions from the research, their limitations can also be indicated. First, failure to identify and compare problems in ergonomic activities in small enterprises. Second, assessment carried out only in 5 large enterprises. Increasing this number could give a greater insight into the ergonomic actions taken in such companies during the pandemic. And third, conducting research only among members of ergonomic teams. It should be noted that ergonomic actions can also be performed by, for example, health and safety specialists or production technologists. Summarizing the research results, it can be concluded that the COVID-19 pandemic had a large impact on ergonomic activities undertaken in production companies due to many limitations. The most important limitation was lack of contact between employees, which is difficult in ergonomic analysis. Therefore, it is very important that enterprises quickly adapt to crisis situations like COVID-19 pandemic and build their resilience for the future, for other situations that may occur in the future. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope that this topic was interesting for you, and if you have any question, you can always contact me and I will answer them. Thank you very much.